Really understanding what it's actually referring to. Postmodernist art can be defined as art that sees itself as art and understands that it's art. At least that's on the bigger picture. Popular examples of postmodernism in plastic arts could be the infamous urinal that was once submitted to an art gallery. Now, what's postmodernist literature? This literary current appeared during the post-war movements after the Second World War. It's categorized as an experimental genre for its main characteristics. Metafiction. The book is aware and makes the reader aware that whatever is being consumed is finally a book. That means immersion is stopped by the author, and part of the charm on reading it is recognizing the medium as part of the story, not as just the mean to it. Unreliable narration. This meant that characters could often be lying or changing reality while giving the information to the audience. This would make the case for books where narrators were insane or would just tell everything from their perspective, giving the opportunity to more complex dynamics. Self-reflection. We would often find characters rambling through pages before acting about anything. This would make an atmosphere more about the psychological depths that involve the human condition rather than the actions, giving the genre an extensive space for analyzing philosophy, relativism, and even metaphysics.
Kurt Vonnegut, American writer. He published 14 novels in a career that spanned across 50 plus years. His most important work was Slaughterhouse 5, one ever important anti-war novel that told the story of its main character through all the stages of life, from childhood to military to the post-war years. It's one of the most important, biggest literary works against war, and it did a lot of postmodernism, especially with a little science fiction side depicted in the book. The main character travels through time. James Joyce, a critic, a poet, and an Irish writer and the creator of the Ulysses, a piece that functions as a company piece of Homer's Odyssey, but changing context and bringing it to the events of the modern world. It even allows two different English styles of time, making the phenomenon of a book to write and read. Even Welsh, the surprisingly Scottish writer, is known for depicting the ugly side of European culture. His most known work, Transporting, tells the story of different people involved with heroin. It depicted the cruel reality behind drugs with somewhat cynic tone. Postmodernism is in some way the fall of many tropes from older times. It was an alternative that mixed ideas and even philosophical or sociological concepts within the realms of great writing. And what makes postmodernism special is that it never results in moralism, in the easy say no to drugs mindset. It was arguably the most important movement of its time since the influences are still seen. Art that understands itself as art was an idea many denied, a concept that scared purists. But that was the idea. It was groundbreaking, and if you ever want to make people mad, you'll have to do it.